That is a pleasing display.
What a feeling it is right now for Gezi Price.
You know me, Mr. Keep it going, keep it rolling with the homies. You said you got it worse, you better show me. Hold me back, that's that. Black tracksuit, black hoodie in the cat. I cause damage with a man in my I'm a savage when I'm under attack. It's like that if you hold me back.
Gerwyn Price flexing his muscles.
Black hoodie in the cat. I cause damage with a man in my I'm a savage when I'm under attack.
He's a fierce contender in his Gezi.
I've been through worse.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome back to the action. This is the BetMGM Premier League, coming to you live on Sky Sports from the great city of Liverpool. Time to welcome back our players for our second Liverpool semi-final. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 3 Grand Slam titles, a World Grand Prix champion, a Premier League finalist. Ladies and gentlemen, a 2-time World Cup champion and the former champion of the world, the Iceman, Gerwyn. Welcome back, a 2-time European champion, the winner of 5 World Series titles. Ladies and gentlemen, a World Match Play champion and the former champion of the world, Voltage Rock.
Semi-final then, we have Gerwyn Price going head-to-head with Rob Cross. Well, Price was very good, wasn't he, in the quarterfinal? 6-2 win over Chris Dobie, where he averaged 106. That's really good finishing as well. That's the table. You can see the difference between them. Price adding a couple of points tonight, as has Rob Cross. Just 3 between them, both well and truly in the playoff picture. Price the one in those playoff places at the moment. Well, Rob Cross, very good in his quarterfinal as well, a 6-1 victory over Stephen Bunting. Cross trying to make it to a first final this season. Price has been in a few of those, won a couple of nights as well, so can he get to another? It is, though, you can see there, Rob Cross with a better head-to-head record in the Premier League this season, a couple of wins when they've met on the Premier League stage. So who is going to come out on top here in Liverpool this evening? Then to guide you through it, I'll hand you over to John Parr and Stuart Pike.
Well, thank you, Emma. John and I were checking and then had to double check and triple check, but the fact of the matter is Rob Cross hasn't even reached the final of the Premier League, let alone win one, but he's still in the race for a place in the playoffs. There he is, and yeah, he was very, very good against Stephen Bunting. I think the occasion may well have got to Stephen Bunting. The weight of expectation at his home venue in his home city. But Gerwyn Price, one of the performances of the night, absolutely fantastic against Dobie. Chris Dobie wasn't too bad either, was he? But it was vintage Price, and this should be pretty good. Luke Humphries with his feet up, awaiting the winner on night 12 here in Liverpool.
93.
Picks off a third dart, treble 18 to get this match going. But certainly, you know, Rob is going to know he's won the 2 meetings they've had here this year, and he's going to feel like, okay, I should be able to manage this. But as you say, he's not been to the final yet, so he's chipped away this year, 2 points at a time to get where he is at the moment, which is low in the table, and that's the problem. We say getting 2 points consistently is good, but you must do something else along the way. You can't just do that.
No. It could be a significant night, couldn't it, for the Welshman? Michael van Gerwen, who somehow managed to beat Luke Littler in the quarterfinals, beaten by Luke Humphries in the semi-finals. So there's a real opportunity here with a win for Gerwyn Price, then who knows what in the final for him to take a giant step towards the O2 at the end of May.
Well, Price with a pretty decent effort against throw here. Can take it out in 12. 2 tops, perhaps. No, double 10 will do.
124.
It would be something very special from Rob at this point to steal this back.
I'm surprised he missed. He's been so good on the finishing. 144, 128 in that victory over Dobie.
96.
A double 5 to take the opening leg against the dart.
Second leg, go into throw first.
I mean, important as well, isn't it, for Price? Last 2 weeks suffering a defeat in the quarterfinals in both Manchester and in Rotterdam.
Yeah, well, if he can get a win in this match just to get to the final, he can pull clear on points.
Absolutely.
He is in a position ahead of his rivals, but he can pull clear on the actual points themselves, not just the tie breaks with that 1 point.
And the other thing to be said as well is that all you can ask for, we've got 4 weeks to go, haven't we, before playoff night. The bonanza at the O2 at the end of May is that for Gerwyn Price, whatever happens, it's in his own hands now. His destiny to get to London, very much up to him.
And we talk about the points in terms of making the top 4, but the points are important the last week as well when they match up again. So you want to put yourself in a nice spot going into that last week, so you get theoretically an easier match, an easier opponent.
Yeah, and then as we know, it really is a blank piece of paper, isn't it, when you come to those playoffs at the O2. Tops for 2-0. Still plenty in hand. Rob Cross averaging 76. Hasn't turned up. That's his best visit of the match so far.
20.
To double up. There it is, no celebration, but already a significant blow for Gerwyn Price. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about what happens when you get to the O2. Was it a couple of years ago when Price was top of the pile and he played really, really well and he was looked all over a winner, but once you get there, it doesn't matter what you've achieved in the league stages.
Yeah, you got 2 more matches to win.
Yeah. 104 the Gerwyn Price average, just over 80 the Rob Cross average. Kind of shows you where each player is in this semi-final. averaged 107 in beating Dobie. Already at that stage now.
Good cover. Excellent. And it's in his hands whether he can break the throw again. Down to under 109 darts. And Rob can't do much about this. I mean, he has to do something like that. So, the way Price has been, you feel he'll take this chance.
Already hit this.
82.
He was disappointed with that.
Well, he is. He was
Punches his
stretching.
hand and says that it was nowhere near. And it's a double. He seems to like when he needs it, but not that time. And Rob's going to leave a double he seems to like when he needs it.
Gotta hit it. Quite simply, has to go. Well, he got out of jail, didn't he, in that leg? Gerwyn Price was a long way ahead and really should have been 3-0. The Price has given himself an opportunity, even so. Still with that break of throw to the good.
Well, here comes the attack from Rob Cross, though. So the hope levels went way up when Price failed to punish him and steal that leg. Or I shouldn't say steal, it would have been a 12-dart leg, but
First one.
Cross will feel he escaped something there, that 3-0 deficit, not having to throw. And even with that 180 there on Price's throw, he doesn't need to break Price in this leg, really, Rob, to come back.
59.
Incredible to think this is Rob Cross's 7th semi-final of this Premier League campaign. Lost the previous 6.
43. Going your 160.
And that'll weigh on his mind. He'll know about the poor record he has.
57.
These are 140. Another one of those.
85.
Yeah, and it looked academic, but a horrible third dart.
No finish. Definitely a finish for Price. Third top plus finish of the night. It's a third leg for Gerwyn Price, and he's halfway to a final against Luke Humphries.
177.
And just an excellent start from Cross here in this leg, and
121.
even that 1-2-1, he loses ground to a 3 big trouble visit.
100. 100.
Got a lot of contact on the flight there, and probably lucky to even get the 20.
Well, the door opening once again here for Price.
99.
Well, there's some relief now for Cross. His 6 darts to navigate a 184. You're going to feel like you should do that. Not after those 2 darts, though. Only to 161. Bailed out there, leaving something manageable, because he is coming back.
But this is going to be more manageable.
127.
Yeah, went for the treble 7.
104.
Which of course would have left tops, but 104, and this the whole throw.
Yeah, 92 now after that treble 4, and has to go. And this has to go. Double 16.
Is he hanging on in there?
72. Gerwyn, you require 54.
total control. Gerwyn Price on his way to another final, it seems. Chasing a third nightly win, a shake of the head, but I'm afraid Rob Cross just hasn't been anywhere near in this semi-final as good as he was in the quarter-final against Bunting. Unless he gets his game together, this is going to be over very quickly.
40.
Yeah, and with the Price confidence just building as this goes and as the night goes, he's feeling like he can't let it slip. He's just getting stronger. And he'll want to keep that into a final.
Yeah.
If he keeps this match going and concludes
100.
it.
107 average against Dobie, 108 average here against Rob Cross.
140.
After the huge disappointment of his performance and his defeat in Rotterdam, the real Gerwyn Price is standing up in Liverpool.
Yeah, down under 100 after 3 visits so many times in this match. An 11-dart leg, perhaps. Retrieve the dropped one, and now it is done in 12.
Seven flag, Rob to Rufus.
Yep, every picture tells a story. And the story of Rob Cross's night was, I think it's a phrase that the late and lovely Sven-Göran Eriksson coined when he was manager of England. First half good, second half not so good.
140.
And that applies to Rob Cross in this night 12 here in Liverpool.
It's applied every night he's played in the Premier League this year.
It looks like a 7th semi-final defeat. But take nothing away from the Welshman.
100.
Consistently very, very good. And it should be a cracking final against Luke Humphries.
Yeah, it really should be. I think 2
94.
nightly winners each have 2 wins, and one of them will be the second to get 3 this year, and
55.
it's going to be a battle for sure, but Price still has to close this out and Cross in a position to keep this match alive. This would be a more incredible comeback than the Van Gerwen 4-0 down.
32.
Well,
Although that could be argued, maybe.
Cross knows some experience, doesn't he? The other way round. That 5-1 doesn't mean you win.
98.
Played Luke Littler. That's 5-1. Earlier in the piece, earlier in the Premier League, lost 6-5. To stay in it, he needs tops.
Oh, nails it. And not that satisfying because he realizes now he's got to get a break of throw, and his opponent straight in that trouble the first dart and found another in there. So a lot of work to do for Rob Cross here if he's going to manufacture a real comeback attempt.
Realistically,
58.
yeah, realistically, you feel that Rob Cross needed to get to the final and even win here to stay in contention.
58.
But I think there's just far too much for him to do now.
Well,
12 points.
well,
95.
no, yeah, 14 with his win in the quarterfinal tonight, but he's managed to pull ahead of Dobie,
100.
Price's first victim.
I mean, on paper it looked too much to do. But the beauty of this tournament is that you never know. Hey, he may get to a final, may get to another final He may not win a night. He may do enough to qualify. That's the beauty of it as we get to the last 4 weeks, to the business end. To win it.
77.
And nothing for Cross to do here. Set up and hope for the very unlikely Price miss of tops with 3 darts. Because the mood Price is in, he's threatening to win the night.
Require 40.
It's been a really good performance, this, from Gerwyn Price. Not just in the semi-final, but in the quarter-final as well, where he dispatched Chris Dobie 6-2 with 107 average. He's beaten Rob Cross by the same scoreline with 105 average.